everyone. Welcome to your favorite program, Coco Stock Show. I'm your host, Stephanie Kokobasi, and today we'll be opening your minds on the impact of PR in new media. Let's go on a short break. I'll be right back.
Admission into Nigerian Institute of Journalism, full-time and part-time national diploma, higher national diploma, and postgraduate diploma program for 2022-23 academic session is on. Suitable qualified candidates should visit www.nij.edu.ng, check portal and click the link Admission. Fill the online form and pay the required fee for the application or call 0805 919 6459 0805 919 6459. NIJ, Center for Communication Excellence.
Welcome back. Now, let's give a little insight about what public relation is. Public relation is maintaining mutual relationship between an organization and its public. But I'm not here to talk much about what public relation is because I have a guest who would enlighten us more about it. So me on the show is a PR consultant in person of Akan Imo.
Hi, it's really nice to be here.
Welcome. It's a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you very much. And you look very beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So who is Akan Imo?
So I am a PR professional. I like to say strategic communications, and I've been doing this for quite a while. It's been an interesting ride for a while. I got into the industry when I started my ND at the Nigerian Institute of Journalism, where I studied mass communication.
Wow.
Then I went to Unilag, did political science there, went to...
Political science?
Yes.
Why political science?
Because I just felt like I wanted to understand how politics and the media, or how politics and communication intertwine. Do you get? So I did that, came back here to do my PGD, and I'm currently in Unilag doing a master's.
Master's degree?
Yes. I like book very well.
It's obvious. Study what course?
I'm studying public and international affairs.
So you just want to revolve around
that space, politics, communication, PR, around that space. I really like that space, so I want to stay there.
All right, so that's so good to hear.
Thank you.
Akan, as a PR consultant, you've been in this field for a while.
Yes.
What are the challenges you faced as a PR expert?
Okay, there are a lot of challenges, but top of my head, I would say that one major challenge that we face is that there are a lot of pretenders in the field. So we have people who haven't been properly trained in the field, and just because they have a little bit of social media influence, they call themselves PR professionals or PR practitioners. And that somehow reduces the quality of work that is done out there. So that is one challenge that we all face in the field. So the proper people who have been trained in the field do not get recognition. So that's a challenge that we all face.
All right, So I can safely say bloggers also use...
Yes, a lot of bloggers do that. Thank you. So a blogger basically manages a blog, writes stories and all of that. But then for PR, he might not have been trained. But the fact that they are the ones that they reach out to, they just claim and then they just do the whole work.
It's not really giving credibility to PR experts.
Exactly. And many times they mess up the projects. And then, so it now looks like these people don't know what they are doing, and they call themselves PR people. But they are not actually PR people. They weren't trained to. So there's a training, there is a grounding that is needed to call yourself a PR professional.
Okay.
Yeah, yes.
So I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
All right. So, how has the rise of social media platform changed the landscape of public relation?
Okay, that's an interesting question because...
Thank you very much.
Social media has really come to change a whole lot of things. Okay. Before now, PR was traditional. Doesn't mean that traditional PR doesn't still exist. Okay. So what I meant was that as a PR practitioner, if you wanted to push out a campaign, you look at traditional platforms, TV, radio, billboards, basically. But right now, we now have a diverse platform that we can use.
Which is the new media, right?
Which is the new media. So rather than use only those platforms, you can use the platforms of the new media. So there's social media, there's blogging, there's podcasting, which we're having a big fad right now. You know that we're in an epidemic of podcasts right now. Like everybody's doing a podcast. Yeah. So these are platforms that the new media, social media has brought in right now. So PR has changed a bit because we now have to go with the time, see the new trends that are coming up.
So you're telling me now that You don't make use of the traditional media. So
Oh no, so not that we don't make use of, we still make use of traditional media.
Right.
It's now integrated.
Integrated.
So that's why there's something called integrated marketing communication. So it brings everything together. So if you want to push out a campaign now, you're not only using social media, you're using print, you're using broadcast, you're using social media, you're using flyers. So it's integrated into to help you achieve whatever it is you want to achieve.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Akan, about brand management.
Yeah.
How do you manage a brand? How do you manage a brand in public, like in publicity?
Okay, that's if I'm to get you correctly. How do you manage a brand and show it forth to the public?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, how do you make their content stand out?
Thank you. So one thing to always understand is that for every brand, or for, let's call organizations, whatever, let's call it brand.
Okay, yes.
The first thing you need to understand is who is its target audience.
Right.
So once we hit that solves a whole lot of things. Like I always tell people that you first need to know your target audience before you even create a strategy.
At all, yeah.
So a lot of people, what they do is they create a strategy and then they just push it out without understanding who the target audience is. So for example, now, if you want to reach out to Gen Zs, let's say Gen
Z baddies.
Gen Z baddies and all of that, and you run your campaign on Facebook, that's an error already.
Yes, because
you won't find them there predominantly.
Yeah.
Where would you find them? TikTok, Snapchat.
Yeah.
Are you getting my point? Instagram.
Yes.
So you need to understand the target audience, then now understand the areas they function in. So you can now push your campaign using those particular platforms. If you look at the elements of communication, sender, message, receiver, platform.
Yes.
So when you know your receiver, you now understand what platforms to use.
Yeah.
Basically.
So creating content for a brand, that means you as a PR expert, you need a feedback also.
Yes, feedback is also very key.
Yeah, you need the feedback also.
Because if you are going to create a content for them, you have to understand what do these people like. If you want to create content, let's still go back to our Gen Z example. You want to create content for Gen Zs now, and you're using the person who is talking in your video is a 50-year-old man. No Gen Z is going to watch it.
Yes, because it's going to, even if the person has something
even if the person is saying the proper message,
it's going to be like,
nobody's going to watch it at all.
Yeah.
At all.
It happens to me most times because
you just switch off.
Yes. All right, Akan, what trend do you see shaping PR in the next 5 to 10 years?
Okay, let me think about it. Okay, so firstly, we'll talk about AI.
AI, that's artificial intelligence.
And it's playing a very big role in PR because what we are beginning to see now is a lot of automation for things. So on one side, we are seeing AI coming in, and we are seeing a whole lot of things automated, which makes life easy. On the other side of things, what we are seeing is as much as there's automation and it looks like there's a whole lot of repeats in content out there, people want to see personality. People want to see real. I don't know how to explain it. So, for example, before, press releases were a very good way to communicate. But now people want to see the people behind those press releases. So we're seeing a trend of organizations having their CEOs out there, being personable. You see CEOs going out, being like a human.
They are humans now.
They are humans, but before they hide behind all these press releases and everything.
Should I say them, the CEOs, like they take up the work of marketers, or how would I say?
Should I say? Yes, they also, thank you for that. They are also doing the work of marketing, but they are out there. They are connecting. I think that's the word. Right. So I want to see more humanistic behaviors, and that's the future of PR right now. You would see that right now, it's easy for the audience to spot PR campaigns. And the idea of PR is that PR is supposed to be covert. So what do I mean? If you are doing a PR campaign, the audience is not supposed to know that it's PR. The audience is supposed to just believe it and see it as an organic thing that just happened. Okay. But now when they do PR campaign, people say, na PR, na PR, na PR.
But I feel like it's PR, yes, but it's a way of promoting.
So let me give you an example. Now, we want to do a PR campaign for Always.
All right.
Always. And then you bring a girl, and then you tell the girl to just shout, my period, or something, something, something.
Yeah, just so.
The way the success of that PR is supposed to be in the way that the audience, the people watching at home, or that thing is not supposed to look like it was planned.
Okay, supposed to look real.
Thank you.
Let people imagine like this could be.
Thank you. Yeah. Because once the audience begins to realize that they planned it. It loses the effect on them.
Yes.
They're like, they just sat down there and put it up. Yes.
All right. So you mentioned AI. I feel AI is not helping this generation.
How?
So when I asked you, in the next 5 to 10 years,
the trends that I would see.
So you mentioned AI. Like, how is it?
So AI makes our life easy. For example, now to write something, it's easy to just pick it up and bring it out. But the problem with AI, and why I understand when you say it's not helping our generation, is that people don't think. They allow AI to think for them. So AI is not supposed to think for you. ChatGPT is not supposed to think for you. You're supposed to think, then feed it, and then it helps you process it. But we give our thinking to ChatGPT.
That's what I'm trying to say.
And that's where there's a problem.
I know even before, let me say, before the advent of new media, people were using their...
Yes, you could write a proper article, but now people don't just go there and write it.
And it brings for them. There are even different chat GTP that brings out different questions.
You'll see stories in newspapers and you just realize that this story was written by ChatGPT, because there's some particular words that ChatGPT would use.
So is this shaping the PR world,
yes, it's
positively or negatively?
Whatever way it shapes it, the idea is that we would have to respond to this in the next few years.
Okay. All right. Let's go on a short break and we'll be right back.
Admission into Nigerian Institute of Journalism, full-time and part-time national diploma, higher national diploma, and postgraduate diploma program for 2022-23 academic session is on. Suitable qualified candidates should visit www.nij.edu.ng, check portal and click the link admission. Fill the online form and pay the required fee for the application or call 0805 919 6459 0805-919-6459. NIJ, Center for Communication Excellence. Excellence.
So we have a very beautiful audience that are following up. So we'd like to take some questions from them.
I want to ask a question. What are some ethical considerations PR professionals should keep in mind when using new media, and how can they ensure transparency and authenticity in their online communications?
Okay, so when we talk about ethics using new media, I'd like to point out that one, it's important to understand the laws. So, for example, you need to understand. I'll just give point examples. Like, for example, child rights. So, when I say child rights, there are some campaigns, there are some projects that you can't use children or infants for. And that's important to understand. So the laws, the legalities of your PR campaign is very important. Social media is very wide and things can go viral.
Yes.
Another thing to also consider is political correctness of some of your words. Okay. For example, you can't call somebody fat.
Fat, like FAT.
You can't call somebody fat.
It's wrong.
It's wrong. It's wrong. Okay. It's so it seems insulting. Okay. Do you get my point? There are some words that you don't use, and it's called political correctness. So it's not as if those words are bad, but then in the media, and especially in the social media of today, you can't use some particular words. So that's why it's important to understand some of these things and know how to carry them along.
Okay, fine. Using those words, are they actually punishment or anything? Not
really, but you are going to... It's cringe for some audience. For example, now, if you say Negro or nigger, okay, it's a word, right? But I'm a black man, I'm going to feel offended. Yes, because when you tell me anything related to Negro, I'm thinking of the days of the slave trade. Oh, so it's in the media, there are some particular words you do not use.
At all.
That's it.
Yeah, so that is just making sure you're following the ethics.
Understanding that there are people of different cultures, tribes, beliefs. So you have to understand them and try to be respectful to those different individuals or identities.
All right, thank you.
So my question is, what roles does media analytics play in new media PR? And how can professionals use data to inform their strategies?
Thank you. I like that question very well because we're going into the place of digital PR.
Yes,
the world is getting digital and data plays a very important role. Yeah. So how data helps? Before you do any PR campaign, you have to do what we call market research. where I go into the market and I try to understand the audience I want to sell to. So when I understand that audience, I can now create strategies towards them. I'll give you an example right now. So let me ask you a question. You're a lady, right?
Yes.
So imagine Dell, which is a laptop maker, makes a laptop and the laptop is color pink all through, shiny pink. Would you buy it?
Sure, I would.
You would buy it.
Yes.
Now that's you. A lot of ladies will not buy it.
Oh.
You will be shocked at it, and you can only know that based on research. If we used instincts, we'll just feel that ladies like pink
generally, Abby.
But you'll be shocked that a lot of ladies will not buy, because when you do your research, you might not realize that some ladies do not really want to carry pink. I don't want to carry a pink laptop to the office and I'm having a presentation. It's going to make me look like I don't know what I'm doing. And they might look down on me. So research data helps you make the right decisions when pushing out your campaign.
That was a wonderful answer.
Thank you.
Let's go on a short break and we'll be right back.
Can't give me clients where get money. I need a client where get money. I need a serious client. God give me serious client. God give me client. When I go waste my time. God give me client. I try to press for night. God give me clients where get money.
Welcome back. Hope you're having an interesting moment here with us. Now it's time for our game session.
Oh, that's nice.
You didn't see that coming, right?
At all.
All right. I remember you told me you did your ND in NIJ.
Yes.
You also came back for PGD.
For my PGD, yes.
All right, now, so in 5 seconds, mention 5 lecturers and their courses.
Ha!
Your time is
JJPR,
1,
Popola,
2,
Communication Theories,
3,
Oshintoki Broadcasting.
4, 5. Oh, you try. Thank you.
I tried.
Right, my second question. In 10 seconds, recite the new national anthem.
Stop it.
You have to. 1,
Nigeria,
2,
we hail thee.
3,
Our hope
4,
for dear land.
5,
No crime.
6,
No tribe and temptation.
7,
That's the end.
8, 9, 10.
I did the first 2 lines. Is it no crime, no tribe and temptation? No tribe.
I said. So I just placed you on the spot.
I'm telling you.
We're going to learn it afterwards, very well.
Okay, I'll learn it.
All right, so thank you very much. So nice having you on my show today.
Oh, was that the end of the game?
Yes.
My heart was still up. I thought you had more questions for me.
Don't worry. All right, thank you so much. It's so nice having you on my show today.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I learned quite a number of things. Yeah, you opened my mind to most things that I wasn't aware of.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. And I also learned a lot from you too. At least now I know that I would have to go back and learn the national anthem. And the funny thing is, there's a school beside my house that sings it every day. So but I don't used to listen. Now pay attention and listen very well so I can learn it.
All right. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us on NIJ Coco's Talk Show. It's been a wonderful conversation with Akan Imo. I remain your humble host, Stephanie Coco. Bye.